Today we're doing another bookish productivity vlog. We have a lot of editing to do and we want a nice change of scenery since we're always editing inside the house. We think we want to go to the downtown Houston library and maybe edit there or maybe at a coffee shop.
There's also a place downtown called the Houston Book Cycle. We have never been. We actually didn't even know it existed until we saw a video about it. It's essentially a really big little free library where you go into this building, all of the books are free to take and you're able to bring your own books to trade in. We're really excited about it. It looks so cute online. We think it'll be just a good opportunity to unhaul some of our books and maybe find some good ones there.
We also know we want to read some of our Divine Rivals book club book today, and we of course have some book mail that we do want to open as well. Lots of fun bookish things today, so we're gonna go ahead and head out. We just got back home, and of course, with our luck, the downtown Houston library,
though it was open,
there was a wedding going on in there, so we couldn't go inside, which is amazing. That's just what happens whenever we try and do something different.
It's devastating. I wanted to go in so bad. We've seen so many amazing pictures and videos in the library. It's beautiful. I could see why someone would want to get married in there, but of course it had to happen the one time we decided to go.
It was sad, but it was also so cute knowing that somebody's like getting married in there. What a spot.
What a spot. Now I know where I want to get married. That's okay though, because we were really close to the big Barnes & Noble that we like to go to.
We ended up editing in Barnes & Noble and we got our Starbucks, and it took us a hot minute editing in there.
I think their Wi-Fi just isn't that great, so we were trying to do like our hotspot and it took forever.
And then the book cycle place was so freaking cute, but there was no AC, so we were sweating so bad, but it was fine because I mean, free books, the environment was so cute. I really would just sit down and read there if there was AC.
They did have big fans though. It's just hot here.
You could find anything there. You have no idea what you're gonna find. You can bring any kind of book there, and it was so much fun.
It was. I think there should be more places like that around us. It was really cool to see too, because like you guys know, if you've watched our other little free library videos, we don't often find that many books in our local little free libraries. So since this was like an actual physical place, there were so many options. We ended up getting a couple books.
I found the Spanish Love Deception in perfect condition, and as soon as I saw this one there, I got so excited because this is definitely such a great find. This is obviously a super popular romance book that I still haven't read yet. It says, a wedding in Spain, an infuriating man, 3 days to convince her family she's actually in love. I love me some fake dating, so I don't know why I haven't read this one yet, but I really need to get on it.
So the first one I ended up finding there is Instructions for Dancing by Nicola Yoon. I have seen this one all over like BookOutlet and different bookstores, so when I saw it there, I knew I had to get it. It sounds like a really cute love story. It says Evie Thomas doesn't believe in love anymore. She witnesses a couple kiss and is overcome with the vision of how their romance began and how it will end. I think she just ends up meeting a guy, and it says falling for X is definitely not what Evie had in mind. If her visions of heartbreak have taught her anything, it's that no one escapes love unscathed. But as she and X dance around and towards each other, Evie is forced to question all she thought she knew about love and life. In the end, is love worth the risk? It just sounds like a really cute love story. I've seen it around a lot, so we had to get it.
I found Happy and You Know It. I haven't seen this one yet, but I saw that it was a book of the month book, and I am trying to build that little stack right here, so I thought this would be perfect to get. Oh, Look at this cute little sticker we got.
I took 2.
Me too. I think it sounds really cute, and it's gonna sit so cute on my little book of the month stack over there.
Another one that I have seen a lot and decided to pick up is White Elephant by Julie Langsor. I absolutely love the cover. It's giving like suburban,
Desperate Housewives.
Desperate Housewives, Edward Scissorhands. That's always what I think about when I see the cover. It does sound like everything we just said. It says White Elephant weaves a delightfully tangled web of neighbor-hating neighbor and neighbor falling head over heels for neighbor. Soon peaceful Wilford Park becomes a tinderbox with nowhere to go up but in flames. It looks and sounds really good. I can't wait to read it.
We did find the second book in the Great Cities duology. We actually do own the first one, and it's The City We Became. We still haven't read this one yet, but we've heard really great things. It says The City We Became tells a revolutionary story of culture, magic, and myths in contemporary New York City. Something about these covers are just super gorgeous.
And this happened to be the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. That's why I picked it up. Lastly, I was going through the nonfiction section looking for memoirs, and I came across Lauren Graham's Talking as Fast as I Can. We always talk about how much we love Gilmore Girls, and I love Lauren Graham. The front says from Gilmore Girls to Gilmore Girls and everything in between. In Talking as Fast as I Can, Lauren Graham hits pause for a moment and looks back on her life, sharing the laugh out loud stories about growing up, starting out as an actress, and years later. This book is like a cozy night in, catching up with your best friend, laughing and swapping stories, and of course talking as fast as you can. I'm so ready for this. I've been reading memoirs lately, so this is a perfect one.
So that was everything we found from Book Cycle. It was so cute there. We will definitely be going back there. We of course have a book outlet order that we placed, and it just came in. So we're gonna show you guys what we got.
Okay, wait, let's get the plastic off first. I didn't know you got that book. Oh, I'm so excited. I forgot about these.
That's how bad we are when placing book orders. We forget what we bought. First, I did get Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Lauren absolutely loved this one. I really enjoyed The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, so I am interested in reading more from her. I know this book was a little bit more spooky, and that's definitely the kind of book that I'm interested in reading, especially next month in October. It says, the shadows are not real. The dreams can never hurt you. You will be safe as long as you stay away from Gallant. All her life, Olivia Pryor has wondered who she truly is and where she belongs. Her only clue is a slim, battered journal, her mother's journal. Then a letter beckons Olivia home to Gallant, the one place her mother's journal warns her to never go. I think that sounds very good. It sounds like a perfect YA spooky book, so I will definitely be reading this October.
So one that I couldn't even believe it was on Book Outlet. It is the Tom Felton memoir Beyond the Wand. You guys know how much I love the Harry Potter movies, and Tom Felton is just that guy. I love him. He's so funny. I still follow him. The bottom says Tom Felton's Beyond the Wand is a entertaining and funny read for any Harry Potter fan prepared to meet a real-life wizard. I'm so excited. I know that they're saying he's gonna play Lucius Malfoy in the upcoming Harry Potter series, so if that's true, that just has me 10 times more excited for the new adaptation, but I'm really excited to get into this. It's perfect condition too. Come on, Book Outlet. They never fail me.
I did end up getting The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I have now read 2 Abby Jimenez books, and the way she writes is just so good. She creates such lovable characters with also a bunch of humor, but then there's also really good lessons and side plots that are happening. It says Kristen Peterson doesn't do drama, will fight to the death for her friends, and has no room in her life for guys who just don't get her. She's also keeping a big secret, facing a medically necessary procedure that will make it impossible for her to have children.
Oh no.
See, there's always like something really deep happening, but I really appreciate that because it's just more than just a little romance. Planning her best friend's wedding is bittersweet for Kristen, especially when she meets the best man, Josh Copeland. He's funny, sexy, never offended by her mile-wide streak of sarcasm, and always one chicken
What?
and always one chicken enchilada ahead of her hangry. The only catch is that Josh wants a really big family someday, and Kristen knows he's better off with someone else, but as their attraction grows, it's harder and harder to keep him at arm's length. You can always adopt. The Friend Zone will have you laughing one moment and grabbing the tissues the next as it tackles the realities of infertility and loss with wit, heart, and a lot of sass. That is my kind of read. How she said you're going to be laughing one minute and then like crying the next. That's how I like to be when I'm reading, so I cannot wait to read this one.
I ended up getting another literary fiction. I don't know why, but I've been purchasing a bunch of literary fiction novels I need to get reading because my little pile of them is starting to grow. But I ended up picking up The Woman in the Purple Skirt. I have been wanting this for a while. All of of the literary fiction bookstagrams that I follow all recommend this one, so I'm very excited to get into it. The back says, humorously deadpan and chillingly voyeuristic, this best-selling prize-winning novel by one of Japan's most acclaimed young writers is an off-kilter, unsettling, suspenseful narrative about the sometimes desperate desire to be seen. Sounds so good, I can't wait to read it. This book's actually kind of pricier at Barnes & Noble, so I'm so glad that they had it here.
They finally had this book in paperback. I have the first two books, so I was waiting for this last one to be available in paperback, and they finally had it. That was the whole reason we placed this order in the first place. It is As Good as Dead by Holly Jackson. This is the last book in the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy, and I have been waiting to read it. That is hands down still one of my favorite YA mystery thrillers. So I'm ready to end this trilogy and see what's gonna happen.
So that is everything we got from BookOutlet this time. I'm sure we're gonna place another order with them again just because we can't help ourselves, but we really do love their website. Reminder, we do have a referral code in the description for $5 off your first purchase of $25 or more, so definitely check that out if you haven't shopped with them already.
We need to get back to being productive. We do have a few Etsy orders that we need to make, and then we also want to make a new spooky blind date with the book listing, so we want to make that today and post it on Etsy. And then we want to read a little bit more of our book club book, Divine Rivals. It's going so well so far, but we have a lot to do, so we're going to go ahead and get started.
Okay guys, it's been a little while. We did everything we needed to do for Etsy. We filled our orders, we ended up putting up the spooky listing, and we did a couple of spooky Kindle wallpapers, so everything worked out good. We then started reading Divine Rivals. I'm a little further into it than you are, but we're kind of at the same place and it's going really well so far.
The writing is so beautiful. I've already cried. It's hitting hard.
Yeah.
And it's very good. I love the characters. I love the setting. I love everything about it so far, so potentially a 5-star?
Oh, really?
We'll see.
I don't know if I think it's a 5-star necessarily, but I am really enjoying it. It's the perfect cozy fantasy romance book. In the story, we are following Iris and Roman. It's basically their romance. They are connected through this magical typewriter, so they're able to communicate back and forth without having to be close to each other. I think that's really cool. There is currently a war going on as well during the story between two gods, so we're getting the backstory on that and how that's happening, while also getting Iris and Roman's romance. So it's just overall a really cozy read so far.
They're also a little bit workplace rivals because they are competing for the same job position. So you also get that fun little banter of them not liking each other, but you can also see that they really do care about each other. So it's so cute. And I also love that everybody seems to be loving it in her little chat rooms at our book club. It was the perfect book for September for sure. That's pretty much all we have though for today, but we got a lot of stuff done.
We did. My favorite part of today, I think, was Book Cycle, just because it was so cool. We've never been there before. I'm sad we didn't get to go to the downtown library, but I'm determined to go sometime soon because it's beautiful and we have to show you guys what it looks like.
If you do live in Houston, let us know if you have been to that Book Cycle place. I still can't get over how beautiful it was there. And if you don't live in Houston, let us know if there's something like that around your area because that was just so cute.
Reminder to join our Literal Besties book club if you haven't already. The poll for our October book club book is currently out on the Fable app in the club lobby, so make sure to go vote on what book we're going to read in October. Those links are in the description as always, along with our Etsy shop if you want to check that out. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you next time. After all, even the greatest love stories end with a broken heart eventually. I'm so It's kind of tragic.
Wow. I think I want to dye my hair.
Okay. What color?
I don't know.
I need to re-bleach my under. It's looking a little crazy.
I just feel so boring with this, like, you know?
Mm-hmm. That was the best.
Almost so successful.
That was the best it's ever worked.
He's funny, sexy, never offended by her mile-wide streak of sarcasm, and always one chicken...
What?
And always one chicken enchilada ahead of her hangry.
No way.
Do I love it?
No way.
I
Not
love
another
him.
geriatric dog.